Welcome to Better Daily Life, where we are moving forward 1% better every single day. Download the app and supercharge your journey at betterdaily.life. Now it's time to ditch facts and get facts with your host and my dad, Alex Van Houten.
What is up, Betterment family? This is Alex Van Houten in Better Daily Live. Happy Tuesday. It is Nutrition Tip Tuesday. This week, what we're doing is we're going through our top episodes for each day. So we have Mindset Monday. That was yesterday. I talked to you about the top 2 episodes as voted by downloads and shares and plays and reviews and whatnot. And then today, we're going to talk about the top 2 episodes for Nutrition Tip Tuesday. We're really celebrating this shortcast, partially because this shortcast is a new venture for me, honestly. Like a few years ago, I started podcasting. I can't say I was great at it. I don't even know if I'm great at it now. But the point is, I used to record like episodes, and one of my clients told me it was like a master's class in nutrition. You know, I took the time to break down fats and what the molecule of fats looks like and what omega-6 fatty acids are and why you need oxygen to burn those. And so I spoke through those, and I had experts on, and we talked about this really intense and complicated stuff. And one of the feedback things I got was, man, I have to listen to these episodes like 5 times. I have to be somewhere where I can take notes. So is there any way you can break this up? And so you have a shortcast. First, if you have not reviewed our podcast positively, either via Spotify or iTunes or on Google Play or anywhere that you listen to podcasts, I think Stitcher is one of them, and Podchaser, there's so many apps now. We're out there on all of them. I encourage you and need you to please go review our podcast positively. This really helps people discover what it is that we're doing here, and even if they don't need to hear all of it, they can scroll through and find the titles that really stand out to them, and I hope find an encouraging and inspiring message on their 1% better journey. I appreciate you guys. We could not grow this without you, and at the same time, I need you to take that 30 seconds to go knock that out. Go rate us 5 stars and do that. Okay, so here's one of our 5-star reviews. Jess Daniels said, 5 stars, nice message and practical application. This is great information and good quality. The message is to make yourself achieve your goals by bettering your mind, body, and spirit a little bit each day. We need more of this. Motivational and inspiring. A definite must listen. Thank you very much, Jess Daniel, for that review. And speaking of reviews, I was kind of surprised, honestly, by the top 2 episodes of Nutrition Tip Tuesday over the last year. So we've put out 200 episodes. Every single week, we've done Mindset Monday, Nutrition Tip Tuesday. So we have about 50 episodes of Nutrition Tip Tuesday. And so this surprised me. It surprised me that these were the 2. The most popular Nutrition Tip Tuesday was magnesium. That's a supplement-based episode. I talk through the benefits of supplementing with magnesium, some things to watch out for, different types of magnesium and what they do, what you should take for flexibility and heart on one hand versus, constipation on the other hand. And so we talked through that together. I think one of the reasons this episode is at the top of the charts is because magnesium is one of the supplements I most commonly recommend. Somebody's like, what? Like not a multivitamin? What a weird coach. Yeah, I'm a weird coach. But most people I know are deficient in magnesium. And magnesium is a fundamental nutrient in the body in order to promote, well, I'm not going to recap the whole episode here. A lot of people found that beneficial and helpful and obviously shared it with friends and was like, hey, you need to be taking magnesium. Here's why. Listen to Alex. And so I want to say 100% of my clients, unless there's a contraindication, are taking magnesium. It's one of the very first supplemental recommendations that I make. And I'm also a supplement minimalist. So that's saying something. I don't like to throw a lot of supplements at people, which interestingly enough, the second episode 137, the title is Pre-Workouts with a question mark. Pre-workouts? Should you not? What ones are worth it? What ones are garbage? Legal drugs that are unregulated? Anyway, I walked through pre-workouts in that episode, and that's helpful to people because people are interested in ergogenic aids and fat burners and how to get more out of their workout and whether they should, get more out of their workout. Pro tip, if you're not sleeping well, your sleep habits are kind of funky and you're not getting great quality sleep right now for whatever reason, please don't try to cover that up by pounding a bunch of pre-workout and then going to work out. That's not going to help you very much. So that's going to get you injured and is going to wear you out. So don't do that. Anyway, but I talk about that in that episode as well. And I think for me, one of the things, it's surprising to me that those are there because from a nutrition perspective, I feel like some of the things that I've spoken about are actually way more helpful than covering magnesium and pre-workouts. Like I did an episode in the past year called Nutrition Friction. I'm talking about why, behaviorally speaking, it's so hard to maintain nutrition changes and some things that people can do in order to improve their nutrition and to get things lined up in their life such that it reduces the friction of the change. Meaning, let's say you're trying to get more protein in your day. Something as simple as making sure you have a good protein source in the refrigerator at work for when things get hectic and you're kind of hungry and you know, there's nothing but bags of chips to reach for. You're reducing the nutrition friction from the habit that you're trying to create by putting a good protein source in the refrigerator at work. Because what happens is you're at your desk and you're like, wow, I need to grab something to eat real quick. I don't have time to get a lunch properly. And, you know, the nearest place to grab lunch is McDonald's, and I know that's not great for me. But you're like, oh, hey, wait a second. I remember I put protein in the fridge here. And so you can go grab protein out of your fridge and come back to your desk and have a hunky-dory snack while you're elevating your protein. And there you go. And that's the idea of reducing nutrition friction. That's a very small example. There's a bunch of different examples that I give in that episode. But so it's surprising to me that when people are trying to improve their nutrition, one of the things that gets lots of attention is supplements. And I figured I'd take this opportunity to tell you that if supplements were an important part of your 1% Better journey, they're like this much. This much is all kinds of other things, like behavior change and relationships and understanding what you're actually eating and that sort of thing. And then supplements are like the cherry on top. Not saying they're not any good. I'm just saying as far as the change that can occur in your body out of the food that you're taking in, supplements are such a small portion. But it's crazy. Anytime I do an episode on supplements, that gets a lot of attention. People are like, oh yeah, I really want to learn about this thing. And I believe the reason for that is it's easier to add a supplement to your day than it is to try to change a nutrition habit that's been ongoing for a time period. And that's okay. That's okay that that's the case. But I would encourage you that as you're considering changing around your supplements or adding something to your current supplemental regimen, I would encourage you to try to tie that with either a nutrition or exercise habit. Like if you're going to take magnesium, take it before your walk, or take it before your run, or take it before your bedtime. Because if we can tie your magnesium supplementation, which can help you, there's a lot of good studies around the benefits of magnesium supplementation. If we can tie that, your desire, your drive to do that, if we can tie that to a behavior that's going to be helpful to you as well, like a great bedtime or good cardiovascular practice as a part of the Run 100 or the Walk 100, then that, oh man, that's like super ninja level betterment right there. That's what the doctor ordered for sure. So guys, thank you so much. Thank you for making, thanks Coach Jess. She says, this is good stuff. It's seriously, man, it's such a crazy psychological hack. If you can take something that's really important to you and tie it to something that doesn't feel important, but is important. If you can tie those things together, you'll crush it. That's awesome. So, thank you guys so much for joining us today in Better Daily Live. I'm very excited about what's coming up, and I appreciate you guys giving me this week to highlight some of the work we've done, to take some time to leave us a good review, to share us with friends and encourage them to review us positively as well, and to continue growing what we're doing here. Because I just can't even describe to you what the world around us could look like if every single one of us pursued 1% better every day, and we took responsibility for that, bearing up under our own burdens and supporting each other in that process. It would literally change everything. So thank you guys for being the ones who get it. Thank you for being somebody who's working on that front. And I'm really excited to share with you our Wild and Wednesday tomorrow. But until then, it's just 1%. You got this.
Thank you for joining us for your 1% better. Be you, just better, in mind, body, and spirit. Go to betterdaily.life, download our app, and check out our 5-star coaching resources. We all have a cross to carry. It's lighter when we do it together. Go to betterdaily.life today.